Okay, so for this morning, if you want, and you can kind of see it behind me, if you wanted to set up for Baddha Konasana, Supta Baddha Konasana, you can grab a bolster and a block and set it up so you can sit back with your feet together. If you prefer to just stay upright this morning, then do that. So it's really up to you what you want to do. But if you want to be a little more comfortable, you can do Supta Baddha Konasana. So let's just go ahead and set up whatever's comfortable. And then just for a moment, I just want you to take a scan of your body. So maybe your eyes are gently closed, or maybe they're just softly open, gazing at something, whatever is more comfortable for you this morning. And just notice if maybe there's a spot in the body that you feel a little more tender this morning. Maybe it depends on how you slept last night, which side you slept on last night, or just an area in your body that's just been talking to you a little bit more recently. And just pay attention to what's there. And then maybe you move to another spot in the body that has a little bit of tension or tightness to it as well. And again, just for a moment, just notice what's there. And then slowly come to your breath. And just follow the inhale and the exhale, just in whatever breathing pattern you're having this morning. And then slowly start to relax the muscles around your face. So starting with your eyes, see if you can let the eyelids close all the way if they're not already. And notice the eyeballs here and see if they can just gently rest back into the socket. Let the muscles around the eyes slowly soften. And soften the parentheses around the mouth, allowing your cheeks to gently soften towards the floor. And then notice your jaw here and see if you can gently soften the jaw, maybe unhinge it a few times. And notice the tongue, where is it resting this morning? And can you gently let it soften and fall in between the teeth to just gently rest at the bottom of the mouth? And soften around the hairline, the temples, and the eyebrows. And keeping this softness in the face, come back to the breath. And see if you can feel the breath this morning. And notice what happens in the body as you inhale. There's a slight lift through the spine, through the shoulders, through the crown of the head. And as you exhale, there's a softening in the body as everything relaxes and gently drops towards the floor. As you inhale, feel the breath in the body as it lifts, and the softening on the exhale as gravity gently pulls you down. And stay here with this breath, noticing the inhale and the lift, and the softening on the exhale. And see if you can soften around the belly this morning as you continue to breathe. Really allowing the pelvis and the belly to really be soft here. And staying with your breath, just go ahead and take your fingertips if it's comfortable. And I just want you to place them right on the eyebrows, just so they gently rest around the eyes. And just feel the sensation of the fingertips against the face. Or just recognizing there's a sensation here. Maybe you feel warmth under the fingertips. And then we're going to take 3 deep breaths here. And it might feel nice as you breathe to just gently massage around the eyebrow center, around the eyebrows, just releasing any tension that might be here. So let's take a big inhale in, notice the breath here. And as you exhale, just allow the face to soften, the eyes to soften, the body to soften. And 2 more breaths, inhaling in, relaxing all the muscles. And as you exhale, nice and long, just let the breath out. And last one, big breath in and soften. And as you exhale, just allow the body to drop. And then gently remove the fingertips and let your hands rest wherever is comfortable. If you're in more of a receiving mode today, palms can be down on your legs. And if you'd like to be more open and receptive, your palms can be up. And then with your eyes closed here, we're just going to start to count our breath. So on the inhale, count for 4. And pause at the top. And as you exhale, count for 6. And if you notice this morning that this count is a little too much strain in the body, go ahead and inhale for 3 and exhale for 5. And stay with the counted breath. And if any thoughts come into the mind, just imagine they're clouds just passing through. They don't need to stay. We don't need to tell a story. They're just coming and going. And stay with your count here. And you can gently come back to a normal breathing pattern here. If you want to stay with the counted breath, feel free to do so. But just for a moment, pausing and going inward. And maybe you reflect for a moment on another Yama that you've been working on the last few weeks. Maybe it was ahimsa or nonviolence, or satya, which is speaking your truth, or asteya, which was non-stealing, and brahmacharya, which is purity of heart. If you notice that one of them just keeps popping up for you in your daily life, or as a reminder, just acknowledge it. Give it gratitude. And our fifth Yama this week is on Aparigraha, which is non-hoarding or coveting. And just come back to your breath and think on maybe a pattern or a way of being where you find yourself drawn to taking more than you need. And this could look as simple as an Amazon cart, a late night shopping impulse, maybe an overly stocked pantry, or overly stocked closet. Or maybe you have 5 cats, like me. Just maybe notice if there's something that unintentionally you are gravitated to just have more of than maybe what you need. And whatever came up, just know that these things we gather are not bad. It's when we have enough and we're drawn to more that we should just pause and think, do I need this now? And when we're drawn in this way and we follow that drawing to something, what's happening is it's creating a lack of trust that the universe will provide whatever you need exactly when you need it. So just notice this week, if you start a pattern or you go down a path, just pause. It's not right or wrong. There's no blaming or shaming here. It's simply a moment to ask yourself, do I need this at this moment? And maybe in that moment, the answer is yes. Maybe the answer is no. Just notice where you see the patterns happening and pause. It's in the pause that we're on the journey of this beautiful roller coaster of life. It's in the pause that we find stillness and the little voice that reminds us of who we really are. And so if you find yourself on a journey this week with this one, as you pause, if you need just a little mantra to remind yourself to just think about what it is you need. Just say to yourself, I accept that what I have is enough. I accept that what I have is enough. I accept that what I have is enough. And then slowly coming back to your breath for just a few more moments. Know that these yamas can sometimes pack a punch, and so be gentle with yourself this week. Find moments to take a breath. And if there's some that you're working on more than others, just know that this is the journey. And for whatever reason, it's here now. And then gently take a deep breath in A deep breath out. And gently bow your chin to your chest. Take your hands to heart center and give yourself grace and gratitude here for a moment. And I thank you for joining me this morning. Have a beautiful rest of your week. Namaste.